having enormous expectations from other people is really gonna drain you and is really gonna disappoint you also. What I realized for a long time is I've been living life where I was having high expectations from my friends, from my family, from the people around me, from my loved ones, up until they actually really disappointed me. Them disappointing me doesn't mean that they're actually really bad people. The expectation came from me. I have disappointed myself by putting expectation really, really high. And it's not there to be blamed. It's only me to be blamed. Because it's my fault. I have set a high expectation. And this is really profound what I learned the last couple of months, where you should not set high expectations from people. It's because you're in control of your own life at the end of the day. So why expect something big from other people if you are in control of your own vicinity, your own life, if your own realm in life? It was something that subconsciously I've been doing it for a very long time, but up until I realized that people are actually really disappointing me. It's not their fault. It's just the expectation that I have of them is really, really high. So I just stopped having big expectations from people. And I projected that expectations towards myself. And what I realized is a lot of people have expectations from people around them, but they do not have expectations within themselves. Once you have no expectations within yourself, there is no room for disappointment. That's why we live life as not being disappointed at ourselves, but disappointed at other people. Oh, darn it, she's the one who did that. I expected much, much more from her. He's the one that taken the controller from me, my PlayStation controller, and I expected it was my turn right now because we've been playing turn by turn. Expectations. I know I'm giving scenarios of like little kids that are playing around and everything, and just, I don't know, that was the first thing that sparked into my head, but it could happen in the workplace instant. Like one example that I could think of in the top of my head. A manager expects you to do good work. Really simple. And you do not perform into that level. He gets disappointed. He has an expectation that you haven't met. It's that simple. Once we have high expectations or a element of expectations from other people, there is going to be room for disappointment. I'm not saying you need to have no expectations for people. Of course, you need to have set boundaries. You also have a minimal expectation. Like for example, my mom herself right now, she expects me to, okay, Mohammed, I want you to work. I want you to come home in a good mood. I want you to pray all your daily prayers. You know, those type of like minimal expectations that we all men supposed to do regardless. Yeah, and I'm trying to not go below that. I'm actually trying to make her expectation even more higher. It's because I'm capable of doing way more. Having minimal expectation is totally fine, but having a high amount of expectation that you and me know that the other person, which is me, I know it's a bit confusing that I just projected me as the fourth party. Me knowing that I'm not capable of reaching that expectation that you have created. So take your head out of the gutter and have minimal expectations towards people, because there is not going to be room for disappointment if you have minimal expectations from people. So let me tell you this. Drum roll, please. So really and truly, you need to have high expectations within yourself. The goal that you're trying to strive for in this life. I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to get that. But why a lot of people are really scared of setting high expectations within themselves is because the element of disappointment is going to be far more greater than disappointment from other people, because it's easy to project towards your emotions towards other people by saying, oh, it's that person to be blamed, not me. You get it? So it's unrealistic. Like, you can't really live life like that, complaining towards other people, blaming other people for your high expectations that you set for them. You get what I mean? So it doesn't really make sense. But once you have a decent amount of expectations within yourself and you perhaps disappointed yourself, it's only you to be blamed at the end of the day. Yeah? And I'd rather be blamed by myself than me blaming other people, because it's easier for me to fix and resolve the issue. It's because it's one man that have caused the problem, which is me, not other people. So it's easier for me to accept my own fault and say, okay, where have I went wrong? I have set the bar this high and I've come off short, and where do I need to improve on? That's how it is. We live, we learn, and then we teach other people in life. I think this one profound thing that Denzel Washington said: you learn, you apply, and then you give. It's really that simple. You learn from your mistakes, or you learn tools in your life, then you apply it into your life as soon as when it's working for you and everything, and then you teach. It's really that simple. We do really complicate life. It is a complicated game that we're playing, but it doesn't have to be. Once we set a decent amount of expectations within ourselves and have a minimal amount of expectations from other people, we're good. That's how it is. And recently when I've started applying this into my life, and I was like, it kind of feels good. It kind of makes sense now. This is what the game's supposed to feel like. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, the end of the video. Thank you guys for those who have watched, and I'll see you on another episode. See you guys.